Okay, let's jump right into it. Are you originally from Seattle? Are you a Seattle native?
No, not really.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Kirkland for 2 years, and then we moved to the hub of wineries, Woodinville. So I've been
Woodinville.
there ever since. Have
Beautiful.
you heard about Woodinville a little
Yeah,
bit? Yeah.
I saw Gary Clark Jr. there. He's
Okay.
like one of my biggest influences ever at Chateau Saint Michel.
Ah, yes, I'm very familiar
Yeah.
with that spot. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it'd be a
Yeah.
dream to play there. It'd be so much fun.
Yeah. I know Charlie Puth was there too. Like one year when he was touring, he actually did like a private show for a little wine tasting event. So I thought that was really unique.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
super fancy.
Yeah,
That's cool.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your music career. How long
Yeah.
have you been writing and performing songs?
Yeah, so funny enough, I actually wrote my first song when I was 7,
Whoa.
and it's called Real Me. It's not that good, but I was really shy and introverted as a kid, but music was a way to really be that outlet for me. And I actually wrote it about uh, wanting my classmates to see the real me from my like shy shell that I had as a kid. And then I started to take my songwriting more seriously at like 18. And then that's when I released Floating in Air at 19. And
18?
yeah.
Okay, how old are you
Yeah.
now?
25.
25? So
Yeah.
7 years of like
7
pursuing
years.
music and writing consistently?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I think I noticed you've been releasing music, at least on Spotify, since 2020.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
And it's kind of wild, like how many years that's already been so far.
I know. It's crazy. Yeah. I feel like every year I always try to drop 1 or 2 singles, but this year I've been more adamant, more ambitious to try to release more music, like my song right there, as you've probably heard.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I think right
Yeah.
now a song that's doing pretty well, and that I noticed you've been promoting is called Fever,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Why don't you take us through the inspiration for writing that song, where that came from?
Yeah. So it was a really cool serendipitous encounter. My dad, he was actually in Vietnam for business, and he ran into a music producer named Ben James in the club.
Okay.
And I think they were in the elevator or something like that. And then somehow my name got brought up, and my dad's like, my daughter loves to sing. And then after Ben watched a video of me performing, he was like, bring your daughter and I'd love to meet her. And so I flew out to Vietnam
Whoa.
to do the song. Yeah.
No way.
Well, visiting family too. And I recorded the vocals with Ben, and I co-wrote the song with him in like 3 to 5 hours.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that
Yeah.
really came together.
It really did. Yeah. And then he produced the rest of it on his own. It took him probably like a month here and there because he had so many other clients. But then I remember hearing it for the first time. I was studying for my history test in the library, and I was like, because this song is technically the first song I've ever recorded,
Okay.
ever written in my
Oh,
life.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then I didn't release it actually until last summer. So yeah.
Okay, so when did you go to record it?
When did this was August 2017. So
2017?
Yeah, I was 16.
Oh my God.
So those are actually my 16-year-old vocals on that
No
track.
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm curious, what was the time gap from recording to releasing?
Yeah, that's a great question. So when I released it, I was 16. And then when I recorded it, I was 16.
Uh-huh.
But then when I released it, I was 24. So that was last year.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, like, what was the delay in the release?
Well, Ben at the time, he was signed to a different label, and you know how it goes. The label wants a little cut of the song, and it
Yeah.
was crazy business, logistics, right?
Uh-huh.
With like royalty cuts and everything.
Yeah.
And it was just the timing. I felt like it was right to release it last year.
Okay.
Like just going with my musical intuition, really.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. You got to listen to that. And sometimes it can be tough if you're like, for me, I can get impatient.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my
Yes.
gosh, how much longer am I going to be working on this song? Or it's like, I want to get it out.
Yeah.
But being able to have that patience, or just like having that intuition that like things will work out how they should,
Yeah.
is I think a really valuable like skill. And
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Gotcha. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that song. And I'm curious, okay, so 16-year-old state of mind, you're in Vietnam and you're writing this
Yeah.
song. It's like
Yeah.
a love song, right? So to speak.
Yes. So it's funny so I had a meeting with Ben like the day before we did it. And I said, I want a song that's like really emotional, but it's like really upbeat, like that interesting dichotomy. And I
Yeah.
was like, can we make that happen? He's like, okay, I'll get back to you. And then the next day, that's when he wrote the hook to Fever. And he's like, can we write the rest of it together? And I said, absolutely. And I relate to it so much because Fever is about leaning on your just loved ones for support, especially when we go through hard challenges in our lives. And there's also another meaning in the song, which is like that special someone that's not in your life anymore, whether they've passed away or they've moved away. It's like you will always think about them, like even after they've like left your bubble. So that's what makes Fever so special. And I feel like that's why so many people connect to it, for sure.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Would you say since then, like do you have like a specific message or direction you want to take your music in terms of what you're saying?
Absolutely, yeah. So lately, I've actually been writing music where I go through a challenge in my life, whether that's I've been through toxic friendships, I think we all have, whether that's toxic friendships or a relative passing away, or even about my Vietnamese culture. Like I talk about like the challenges and tribulations that I've gone through in those type of situations. And then I always think of the word being an alchemist, like transforming and becoming a better person from those experiences. So it's not just I'm talking about, I went through this, I feel really like I'm a victim of it. It's like I overcame that, and that's what my music is about. It's like the bridge between struggle, transforming, alchemizing, and the rising phoenix, metaphorically in my music. So especially in my lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is really cool. Do you have any songs that you're working on right now that you're excited to get out into the world that might reflect some of that?
Yes, absolutely. I'm actually working on my debut EP with producer Josh Hill. Shout out Josh Hill. He's also part of the band Winehouse. I don't know if you heard of them. They're awesome.
Yeah, totally. We played a show with them up in Bellingham. Yeah, I really enjoyed them.
Oh, when was that? I think he told me about it.
It was called Day in, Day Out, or no, Day and Night.
Oh, I heard about that one. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, shout out to the Blue Room and the crew. Martine, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Winehouse, also another performer who has an amazing voice.
Their lead singer, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah.
Amazing. Yeah, so he's the bassist in the
band.
I don't know if you met him.
No, I'm trying to draw a memory of like watching the full band and picture him, but I can't. We didn't have a chance to talk.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, but they're awesome, and he's a talented producer. He's self-taught, and I've been working on the EP with him for 6 months now.
Oh, wow.
So it's a lot of like one of the songs I'm excited to release is called 1 in a Million, and it was about my situation where this guy, he was just kind of playing games with me, and I was just like, I'm tired of this. So I came home and I wrote about my worth and knowing that I'm worth 1 in a million, and I want to remind other women that they're worth 1 in a million. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that is kick-ass.
Thank
I love
you.
that.
Yeah.
Spreading positivity,
Absolutely.
like reinforcing value within yourself and others. That's really cool.
Thank you so much.
I like that a lot. So one thing I'm curious about is when I listen to your music, like I get called back to like a certain like era of music.
A lot of people say that.
But before I share what that takes me to, I'm curious how you would describe your music in terms of genre and what some of your influences are.
That's a great question. Yeah, I grew up listening to a lot of like Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys, Ariana Grande, she's my other favorite, Dua Lipa, Ashanti, Amory, all the R&B girlies.
Yeah.
That's my home. And a lot of 80s music too. Like my mom would play like Madonna, like Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson.
Very cool.
What's the Tears for Fears?
Oh, cool.
Like Head Over Heels and every. So I loved like the 80s rock sound. I think you can hear that in my songs. You Got Me. And I love a bit of like Vietnamese pop too. Like in my song Being and Becoming, we added a little bit of the Vietnamese stringed instrument in there too.
Oh, kick-ass.
Just to, emanate and show that I'm representing my culture.
Yeah. Yeah, that is dope.
Yeah, thank you.
Was that song that you mentioned, what was it called?
Being and Becoming.
Being and Becoming. Is that one that you recorded while you were in Vietnam?
That one, no. Funny enough, I just did it in my home studio in Woodinville.
Kick-ass. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's talk about that a little bit. What is your like preferred process when it comes to writing and recording? Do you prefer to like write alone, or do you want to collaborate with somebody? And then do you prefer like going like whether it's like a destination situation or just going to a studio or just doing it at your house? I
love to write alone.
Alone?
I find a lot of self-discovery when I'm writing alone. And I feel like I learned this from the book The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. I don't know if you heard about the book.
Yeah. And I have some friends who are part of like a book club where they'd get together and do like some of the like assigned like tasks or work that comes with it, right?
Yeah, it's an awesome book. it transformed me, the way that I thought about my art. And one of the things it taught me was you have to write a song every day, even if it's bad, because you learn from the bad songs to get to the good ones. So I write alone, but lately for my EP, 2 of the songs I've written with a couple of my friends that actually studied at Berkeley. They studied songwriting. So, because I'm more intuitive as a songwriter, if I'm like, okay, as long as the melody, the lyrics go with the chords, we're good. But they're a little more like, okay, Lexi, you have to hit it before the second beat or the fourth beat. And I don't even think about those things. Yeah. So I thought that's really interesting.
It is. Yeah, that's definitely like a different school of thought and something that I think you have to be trained for.
Yes.
You know, I mean, maybe it comes naturally, but like to be like that surgical with your music.
Absolutely.
Something that somebody told me is that like, what did he say? Oh, all of your favorite artists are intentional about every little thing. And I think like when you set that level of intention and you pay that level of attention to detail.
Yes.
I do think like that's how we tap into like something more potent and impactful.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and it was cool to work with them because I'm giving more of the intuitive melodies and they're like, no, but you have to hit it on the 16th note here, but then make it a quarter. And I'm like, whoa, okay. It's like kind of the best of both worlds, like technical versus like intuitive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. 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 And that seems like sometimes kind of a tricky thing to balance.
Yes.
Would you say that now is that starting to like bleed into your thought process when you're writing songs?
Absolutely. Yeah. I used to take piano lessons and it's actually helped me the way that I would compose my melodies underneath my lyrics. And so that's something that I want to think about more. Like yesterday when I was writing with my songwriting friends, they were teaching me about like jazz music theory and how to blend that with R&B because I love R&B. And so that's something that I want to consider in my future songs. So yeah, because I'm always, I always tell myself, you can never learn too much.
Yeah.
I'm a constant student. So
absolutely. Do you like Lenny Kravitz?
What's that song that he does? Oh, it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, that's the only song I know from him.
Oh, well, that is a great song. I love that song so much.
Yeah.
But he said something very similar, and it's really cool to know like somebody who's like at the highest level and has been doing this for like 40 years or whatever, says the same thing, that he's a constant student and he's always trying to teach himself and learn new things.
Absolutely.
Is there anything in particular that you're super curious about learning that you can incorporate into your songwriting, whether it's like another instrument or maybe incorporate another genre that blends into your music?
Absolutely. Yeah. I honestly want to dive more into like beat making, like drums. I focused on that a lot with my producer, Josh, for my EP. Like I was always like, can we do some tom fills? Because I love toms. The 80s influence in there.
Hell yeah.
And that's what I would love to do, drums.
More beat making. Oh, or maybe like get to sit down behind a kit and start drumming.
I would love to, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, Dad, let's get her a kit. Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
One thing that I was thinking about your music is I don't, and maybe you can help me out here, I don't know a lot of artists in Seattle that are making the kind of music that you're making. Are there other people that you're aware of that are kind of like in a similar vein? Because like, one thing that Alan and I pointed out in your music was we're like, whoa, like the talk box. That,
and right there.
Yeah. And like cool little elements like there that you're picking up from like the 80s and incorporating into your music now, I think is really cool.
Thank you.
Do you know of anybody that's kind of in a similar vein of what you're doing?
I would say my friend Danny Rose, but she does more like, she's more pop. She does less R&B because I'm a little more R&B focused. And then I would say kind of Juliet. You know Juliet Daniel?
Yeah, absolutely.
She's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, she's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would say those two kind of similar.
Okay, gotcha.
A way. Yeah.
Because something that made me inspired by your music was I was like, I don't know a lot of people who are like young that are making music like this, and I think it's so cool and it carries like such a vibe that it immediately like transports me back to like the early 2000s when like life felt, because I was younger, life felt like easier and like jovial and fun. It still is, but just a little bit more complicated. So anyway, I'd like to segue and talk about your summer, because I noticed that it looked like you were playing a lot of festivals and you were super busy.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you again for choosing to play Fremont Friday.
Absolutely.
on that crazy ass rain day.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Nuts.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, that was so wild. It came out of nowhere. Like, who would have thought it would have been like dumping rain for 3 days in August?
That was a blur.
Yeah.
Like looking back.
But it was a great performance.
Thank you so much.
So what were some other, I noticed that there were some other festivals that you played.
Yeah, so let's see, back in July, I actually had the opportunity to open up for Macy Gray at the Bing Crosby Theater. That was like really, that was like a peak highlight moment for the summer for sure. And it was just my drummer, a B, and my guitarist, Connor, like us three and my dad, we did a road trip down all the way to Spokane just to do a 30-minute opening performance. And it was just unforgettable. Like half the crowd was drunk. They were like, yeah.
Like, just losing it.
And Macy Gray's demographic is like older, so like 30 years old and up.
Okay.
But I remember there's like this one little girl, and she's like, Lexi, I love you. And I was like, you're so nice. And she did a little heart back, and I was like, that it was so meaningful to me because I remember being that little girl, like looking up to, artists like that and doing the thing. So that one was fun. And then Fremont Fridays, that was fun. Shout out to you. You did sound check for us.
I did. Not a sound guy. I am a guitar player.
No, but you still did good. And that was an interesting one because like you said, it was raining. And I don't know if you noticed, but my keyboardist, he had like half of the rain dumped on him because his keyboard was sticking out.
Yeah, I was trying to help and it was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough.
And the crowd was doing their own thing, which is fine. But I was still happy to show up and just perform my originals and covers. And shout out to you. I think we did Treasure by Bruno Mars. And you were like, everybody, you're like running back and forth. So
I love that song.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's always a fun one to do with my band. And then we did the Umbrella Fringe Festival in Kirkland. That one was an interesting one because it was the night when the Mariners made it into the playoffs.
Oh, really?
And so the entire, we performed at Moss Bay Hall. And so you can see the sea of people wearing Mariners jerseys and they're just locked in on the TV. And it's funny because I showed up and the booker's like, you can just leave with a paycheck. We understand, like they're going to ignore you. And I was like, no. I came out all this way with my bandmates. Let's do it. And half the time you can hear them, home run. And then the second half we did we covered When I Was Your Man. And that's when everybody actually turned around and they were like, I should have bought you flowers.
Yeah.
And everyone was actually like participating with us, even though I could see that the Mariners were hitting home runs on the TV. So I was just like, what an interesting gig.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think there's something really beautiful though about like playing for a passive audience, so to speak, because there's like something else going on because you're like contributing to the overall atmosphere.
Absolutely.
So it's like these different elements that are like making whatever the experience is, as opposed to like music being the sole focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's also still like something that's really cool.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Was there anything that you were hoping to do this summer that maybe you'll get to try to go for next year?
Ooh, well, I did do Capitol Hill Block Party this year, but I was on the smaller stage, like Wild Rose Club.
Okay.
But I would love to get a bigger stage with like Barbosa or I think they had like the outdoor stages too. Like that's the goal. For next year for sure.
The Coca-Cola Zero
The Coca-Cola sponsored stage.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It'd be nice to have a sponsorship from Coca-Cola. Ooh, okay, just fun question. If you could like partner with like any brand, and maybe do like a song for a commercial or like clothes or something like that, who would it be?
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
Heck yeah.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Heck yeah. I've been if you know me, I've been a fan of Hello Kitty since I was 5. My room, Hello Kitty pencil sharpeners, Hello Kitty plushies, Hello Kitty bed set. Everything is Hello Kitty.
Hell yeah.
It's like a Hello Kitty museum. And so if they don't hire me, I'm like, guys, look at my room. It's like infested. So I would definitely do a commercial or a little jingle for their, products.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and segue into some nice, quick, rapid-fire questions so that our audience can get to know you a little bit better.
Okay. I'm excited.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Easy. Done. Obvious.
Shout out to, what's your dog's name again? Shout out to Navi.
Navi dog. Quesadilla or grilled cheese?
Quesadilla. I need my protein, the chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
I need stuff in the sandwich, not just cheese.
Yeah, totally. 110%.
Yeah.
Stay in or go out?
Both.
You gotta choose one.
Oh, shoot. Well, since I'm a performer, go out.
Go out?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I already asked you this, but write alone or collaborate?
Collaborate.
Collaborate, okay.
Yeah.
If there's any, do you have like a wish list if there's somebody that you would love to collaborate with?
Ooh, like locally or like just in
Let's
general?
do locally and then let's do like globally.
Sure. Ooh, that's a great question. Locally, I would say there's so many. I would say Juliet. Her and I actually talked about like potentially doing a song together, but that was like 2 months ago. I haven't seen her since, but yeah.
Oh no, that's great. The seed is planted. Yeah. And she
Juliet. Juliet.
I was like, is she here?
I guess so.
I think that'd be a great collaboration. She's awesome. She's really cool, super talented as well.
Yeah.
What about like superstar? Who's a superstar you'd love to collaborate with?
Ooh, I can name a producer and an artist. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, producer, I would have to say Pharrell Williams. Like what he did with the Neptunes. Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
I want to do that. And then superstar, I would say, I'll just say both two of them. I'd say Ariana Grande or Mariah Carey.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, here's a good one. Summer or fall?
Summer.
Summer?
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, wait, you're fall?
I'm in love with fall.
I just hate the cold and I get sick. That's the only thing.
Oh, yeah. See, I get sick every time the seasons change. It's weird.
Oh, interesting. So every time it transitions, you just...
Yeah, I just get ill.
Oh, interesting. You're on the moon's time. You know, the moon changes. Yeah.
Yeah. We just had a pretty impactful full moon. It felt. It was a super moon.
Are you into astrology?
Yeah, I mean, I don't pursue it.
Okay.
But I always have an open ear to it. Yeah.
Wait, what are you?
I am a Sagittarius. Yes, we are the teachers.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you into astrology?
I love astrology. Like I've studied about it since I was 12. So I read my friends can show me their birth chart and I can memorize it like if I see it once or twice. So I just love I love psychology and astrology. So
yeah. No, I think it's very real.
Yes,
I mean,
it
it's
is.
like, why wouldn't you want to believe that like the greater planets and universe, like space, has an impact on your existence?
Absolutely. Yeah. And then with that, I also believe in like manifesting too, and like putting stuff out. Like, do you believe in that stuff too?
Absolutely. Yeah. Apparently this weekend is like huge for manifesting. And I've been feeling it actually as well.
Oh yeah, you feel it in the air.
You feel it in the air.
Absolutely.
And then like with your thoughts and then like the synchronicities and how things start to line up. So
absolutely.
Yeah, this weekend has been very intentional for me to like make sure that my thoughts and what I'm speaking out loud and how I'm feeling in the future that I see for myself is something that I believe in and that is real.
Absolutely.
And it's just a matter of time until I step into it.
Yes, absolutely. I love talking about those things. Like, I think some scientists did an experiment where they were talking negatively to like a bowl of rice and then talking positively to a bowl of rice. And when they were talking negatively to that bowl of rice, it actually got moldy.
Really?
And they were talking positively, the bowl of rice just stayed the same.
No way.
Yep.
See,
so your words have energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, like a lot of power. In the last episode with Lauren, we talked a little bit about that because she's a practicing witchcraft, which is cool.
Hey, shout out to her. I love that.
Yeah, me too. I think it's so real. And again, I think it also ties back to the idea of intention. It's like when you're intentional about things, when you choose to be kind and you're aware that you have control of your future.
Yeah.
Then I lost my train of thought.
No, you're good.
then it's like you have an impact on like yourself and the world around you, and it's like you can actively change your life through like manifesting that way.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So here's a new question for you. Do you believe in free will?
Oh, elaborate.
Like, do you believe in free will? Like you have control over your life and its decisions and things aren't predetermined.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because if you say that you don't, then you're already putting a lot of external validation and everyone else's opinions before yours.
Yeah.
Simply put.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like that. Absolutely. That's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to segue and talk to you a little bit about your artist philosophy.
Yeah.
What
a few.
What inspired you to like want to play music in front of people?
Honestly, for little me, for little Lexi, because earlier I mentioned like at school, like I was so shy. Like I would be the type of girl to like be in the corner at recess and I would like look at people that I want to play with. Looks kind of creepy, I know, but I would be so scared to like approach people. But music, like my mom forced me to do plays, so it was like that outlet. So that's a big reason why I do it for her, and I really do it for a lot of people that look like me. I don't think there's a lot of Asian artists here in the Seattle area, and I hope to be that representation and
Hell yeah.
to see that you could do it too. So
absolutely,
yeah,
that is kick-ass.
Yeah.
Okay, what again on like your artist philosophy?
Yeah.
We talked a little bit earlier about wanting to give a voice to women to empower self-worth.
Yeah.
What are some other deeper messages that you hope to send out there to connect with people?
Yeah, I have a few. Like, I always say this at every show to the audience. I say, never ever dim your light to make other people around you feel better about themselves, because life is too short to not be yourself. And the way that I articulate authenticity in my music is if you're like quiet and introverted, like be that in the boldest way possible. If you are, you have an interesting, crude sense of humor, like do it. Like, I welcome every type of personality in my show, everything in between. So just like holding space for your own light is just so important, and to not dim that. Like that's who you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Something that I heard a few weeks ago was like, don't shrink yourself.
Yes.
To make others comfortable.
Absolutely.
Like, don't be small.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to like offend or make somebody not like you or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, what are some other deeper goals that you want out of a life in music?
Yeah.
What are some life goals?
I like how you're it's very philosophical.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell us.
Do tell, Lexi.
Tell us. Tell the people. What do you hope to achieve with a life in music?
To achieve, honestly, like I just want to keep being me in my music. I know that's everybody says that, but I really do, and I want to do that through my Vietnamese American identity, like, and expressing that, and like once again tying back to what I said earlier, like other Asian girls or boys that want to pursue music, like I hope I could be that inspirational force for them. Because these days, like I talked about this with my dad in the car, like the surge of K-pop, that's the reason why like I feel like I have more presence online as a person, because when they came in, that's when the music industry started to shift, and they were like, oh, and then now you see like Blackpink collaborating with like Dua Lipa. So I hope to see more of that positive ripple effect for the Asian community in music, and I hope to do that through my art too.
Hell yeah. Like reduce barriers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. What do you think has been like a really good source for you to be motivated to continue writing? Like if you ever find yourself in a slump or feel like you can't be creative, what's something that you do to like get yourself out of that or remain motivated?
Yeah, I love to every week I always like to take myself out on a solo date. Like buy myself flowers, like or because what I find as an artist, sometimes when you get too sucked in and by your art, you start to treat it like a job.
Yeah.
You start to treat it like a chore, and then you start to resent the reason why you started in the first place. And so every time I go out on a solo date, I like to journal, and I like to remind myself, okay, Lexi, why did you start this in the first place? And then that's when I tap back into my inner child. It's like creativity truly is tapping into your inner child, and that's where self-expression and being in your own artistry comes from. It's just play.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not a chore. It's not like, I have to get 1 million streams, or I need like 10 million people to like my TikTok. I'm not about that. It's not about the numbers. It's about the art.
Yeah.
Right.
110%.
So, yeah.
Chapel Roan said that once, where like she was like struggling with like people like criticizing her, and she was like, I do this to serve my inner child.
Yeah.
And that like hit a light bulb onto my head where I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's like whenever I'm like at my peak, I think as a performer and as a creative, it's because there's that, like you said, that element of play.
Yeah.
And just like being carefree and following joy.
Yeah.
Music also, I think, has a great capacity for us to be able to express those other things that are hard.
Yes.
Like, emotional turmoil or heartbreak or anger, things like that. But for me, definitely like the dominant source is following joy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Um, okay, let's talk about some of the things you have coming up.
Yeah.
We talked earlier about you have a show at Hidden Hall on the 30th.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. It's actually my first artist lineup that I'm a part of, which is really exciting. It's with Sari Savvy, Mosea, and Emmanuel Brown. It's a night full of hip hop, pop, and R&B. It's called Fall into Sound because we're at the fall season.
Yeah, we are.
And doors open at 7 p.m., guys. And we're actually selling physical tickets for $13 ahead of time.
Hell yeah.
And they would just have to DM me or anybody. And then day of the show, it's 15. So I'm very stoked about that one.
Yeah, Hidden Hall is beautiful. I work there and I love it. It is so cool. They invested a lot in the lights, and so like upping the production value in that way like really changes the show. And if you have visuals, you definitely want to take advantage of that because we have this really nice like massive projector that does like 8K or whatever.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's insane. I can't remember her name, but she there was this artist, also like R&B hip hop. She played and had like these incredible visuals, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. So, on top of it being a beautiful venue, it has like amazing production value as well, and the sound is just amazing. It's huge.
Yeah.
Another thing I like about that venue, just to keep,
No, that's okay. I need to know.
Is that it's like a 350 cap room, so it's like a medium sized room, but you get a really big sound in there of like a Numo stage. So what I really love about that space is that you can get a big sound in a big venue sound in like a mid-sized room, which
that's crazy.
It is crazy. It's really cool. And I think it's like a really valuable thing in Seattle for like local artists to have access to.
Yeah.
When Balcony Bridge played there, I was like, okay, I can't wait to play there again because that sound was huge, and the room is beautiful. So super excited for you to get to experience that.
Thanks.
What else?
I hope you help out with our sound or whatever too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know Sean.
Definitely. Yeah. The Hidden Hall family is made up of a lot of really cool, passionate people.
Yeah.
So whoever's there will definitely take care of you.
Awesome.
But I think you have some other shows lined up this year.
Yeah. So this is my second year. I'm returning to do Winterfest at the Seattle Center Armory stage. So I'm really excited about that.
Okay,
it's all ages. It's a really family friendly event. So not only are there going to be performers like me, but there's also going to be like vendors selling jewelry and soap and whatnot. So yeah, that would be fun. That's on December 21st. And I think I'm performing with my band at 1 p.m. I think.
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
And
I think so.
What was it called again?
Winterfest. Yeah.
At the Armory stage at Seattle Center.
Yeah. So Christmas vibes. We're going to cover, Last Christmas, Wham, the classics. And we'll mix in some of my originals. So it's going to be fun.
Okay. Is it a free show?
Free. Absolutely free.
Free in all ages.
Free in all
ages. I love
ages.
it. That is so cool.
So come through, everybody. Feel my eye contact. Come.
Hell yeah. Okay, well, Lexi, I've had such a great time getting to know you and hear more about your philosophy and your journey as a musician. Okay, you got a show at Hidden Hall coming up in the Winterfest. Yeah. Are there any venues in Seattle that you have yet to play or that you are really excited to play again?
Ooh, yet to play. I want to do the Crocodile.
Yep.
That's a big one for me. I would love to do Barbosa and Numos. I haven't done those yet. And then what was the second half of your question? It was
any venues that are particularly like your favorite?
Ooh,
you want to return to?
My favorite? Well, I really liked when I did Winterfest last year. That was fun. The acoustics were good, and the space is so open. Like you can see like people going in and out. Like, have you been there to the Armory? Yeah, it's very open, and yeah.
Yeah, there is something magical about being in like a really big room with really high ceilings. It feels like you're in some kind of like video game lobby.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like
yeah.
And then Mario pops out of nowhere.
Nice. Okay, well, Lexi, thank you again for coming to hang out with us here at Baba Yaga. Oh, you're gonna play a show here at Baba Yaga.
Oh, I am?
You could.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Why not?
Yeah. I could. Yeah, I actually saw Totem Star, the organization Totem Star?
I don't.
So they are this music professional group where they mentor a group from ages 15 to 25. And they actually had a showcase show here, like just my dad and I went like a couple months ago, and they did like there's like 5 artists on that lineup. They did like R&B, pop, folk, and I think my friend Anika, she played she's Indian, so she played like a Indian stringed instrument. I forgot the name, but it was so cool. She sat on the floor, and it was like rectangular shape, but
Okay.
yeah, that was a cool one. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love a chance to be able to like experience music from like other cultures around the world.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's amazing. And I really like it when people are able to like blend those into like Western music or something like that and just have like this mesh of like intertwined music from different parts of the world and it flows in a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are always really cool experiences. Hopefully we can try to find some more things like that. Um, okay, well, Lexi, I wish you the best in your
Yeah.
shows coming up and your EP that you're working on. I'll be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks again for coming to hang out with us here at Baba Yaga. Really enjoyed getting to know you, and
Yeah.
I'll try to be on the lookout to make it to some of those shows that we talked about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, again, thank you for playing Fremont Friday. I really enjoyed getting to watch you play.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, super talented.
Thank
Love
you.
your voice.
Thank you so
and
much.
yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, and I think you definitely have a bright future ahead of you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this podcast. It's actually my first like in-person podcast. So
Hell yeah.
it's an honor to do it with you. Yeah.
That is kick ass.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Well, until next time.
Yeah.
All right. That's a podcast.
Hey.